Eom Business Network. So much for one broadcast.
My ambition is not worth the blood of any Nigerian, and these are the words of former President of Nigeria, Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. And so during this period of elections, let there be peace. Oh yes, long live Nigeria. Hello there, it's another very beautiful day, and thank you very much for joining us. You're watching the Eom Business Network, indeed, the voice of corporate Nigeria. I am Olorogo Elkanah Mawari. Today on the program, we shall be taking a look at the Nigerian economy from the perspective of industry operators in relation to the operating environment. Also on the lineup is Spot On with Oluwatosin Okpajobi, who is the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Chappell Homes and Properties Limited. And on the face-to-face is another industry icon, is Vishwanathan Prasad, who is the Managing Director of Mapleleaf Press Limited, the award-winning exercise books manufacturers in Nigeria. This is a package you must see. Sit back as we bring you the details. Chappell Homes and Properties Limited is a proven real estate company in Nigeria committed to satisfying its client through building design, construction and leasing services, affordable housing and properties with easy business pay plan. Chappell Homes and Properties Limited can also help you sell your property. Come over to Chappell Homes and Properties Limited, Suite 3 and 4, Da Plaza Vale, 119 Obafemi Awolowo Way, Allen Junction, Ikeja, Lagos. Chappell Homes and Properties Limited. We are 24 hours on property solutions. Pettiness Limited, an enterprise development and people empowerment company committed to providing quality and affordable homes that guarantee comfort and satisfaction to its teeming clients. Pettiness Limited also offers real estate investment opportunities with the new Badagry homes and other projects for all class of people. Come over to Pettiness Limited at 227 Tinola Close off Agor Ajimotokun Street, Anima Shaun Bus Stop, Egbeda, Lagos. Telephone 080 7574 4557, 080 2398 3607. or log on to www.pertinencegroup.com. Pettiness Limited, it's all about housing. Let us begin with real estate matters. The role of the real estate sector in combating housing deficit as well as boosting the socio-economic development of any country cannot be downplayed, and Nigeria is not left out. In line with this position, Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of DPKay Homes and Property Limited, Prince Dele Akinola, spoke on the significance of the real estate sector on the nation's economy.
I don't think real estate is a company that can affect the economy of any country, because is the fastest. I look at it, and realistically, I can tell you, that real estate company, the business, is the fastest growing business in the whole world. Which is, if you look at America at the moment, that's what they are doing. If you look at anywhere, 4 corners of the whole world, most of the billionaires in the world right now, one way or the other, they've engaged themselves into real estate business. The president of America, he was transformed to be a billionaire through the same business. So instead of affecting the economy of a country, I think it should add value to the economy of a country. Real estate is not only for one sector. You can start from zero without having anything, and before you know, it will multiply you.
Now to the ease of doing business. Chief Executive Officer of Wawooh Integrated Services Limited, Kunle Oladipo, has disclosed the idea behind the establishment of the Whoo Initiative, which is fast becoming a household name in Nigeria.
Wawooh is a fashion lifestyle tech company. The idea came about as a result of my own life experience with Nigerian tailors. A couple of times I've engaged a few tailors and a few designers to help come up with fashion items. Most times I get disappointed. In addition to that, I had an interaction with a friend who is also a fashion designer. He could do the fashion thing, and he was looking at how he could reach wider audience. So there were two factors that contributed into coming up with Wawooh. And so at the end of the day, we came up with the idea of providing an online platform where people can shop, get quality stuff, get it when they expect to get it, and then at an affordable price.
In a related development, Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Habo Global Resources Solution, Nkiruka Igbokwe, spoke to Eom Business Network correspondent in Lagos about the Habo sanitary pad.
Yeah, I actually feel good. It was like a dream come true, because initially we didn't actually see it as forthcoming, but somehow we're able to pull through with that. So I really feel good. First to God, of course I cannot take that out. With God we're able to like make everything successful. Then my team members, they were wow. They were very responsive. Our IT coordinator, in fact, he was superb. So I actually appreciate every one of them. And of course our contestants too. They actually put in their best. Habo Global Energy Solution is an indigenous company registered with the Nigerian Corporate Affairs Commission. We've actually been around since the year 2016. As of 2017, sanitary pads were no longer affordable. And as at that point, you can hardly find a quality one. I had lots of friends, lots of young ladies around me. They keep saying, the sanitary pads I'm using, they actually don't carry me. I have this heavy flow or that heavy flow that, like you put in a pad in less than 2 hours, you're stained and all of that. So I think that actually is the basic thing that inspired this Habo Global Energy Solution, the sanitary pads aspect. Our sanitary pads are in 4 different categories. The Habo Free and Soft Family Pack that comes by 30. Then the Habo Free and Soft Small that comes by 10 pieces. Then we also have the Ultra Thin with anion chips for the day use and for the night use. Yes, our products are actually made of high quality materials. And the beautiful thing about our products is that they are all organic. That's the hydrophilic gel technology, is a technology that absorbs the liquid once it touches it and keeps the surface dry, like always dry. We also have the breathable surfaces, like allows oxygen to circulate. You get it? That's when oxygen circulates, it keeps out microorganisms from breathing. And another beautiful thing about our product is that they're all cotton pads. No skin irritation, that is guaranteed.
And that is the Eom Business Network news. Shaffykay and Company Property Limited. When you think of a real estate and property development firm that offers customer satisfaction, quality real estate projects, excellent service delivery, and maximum return on investment, then think Shaffykay and Company Property Limited. Shaffykay and Company Property Limited. Asset valuation, dynamic real estate development, land reclamation, project development, investment advisory, land document processing and valuation, and many more. Shaffykay and Company Property Limited, Suite 3C Princess and Angel Plaza, opposite Lagos Business School, Lekki Ekpe Expressway, Alasia Aja, Lagos. Hotline 070-8822-4435 or log on to www.shafikayproperties.com. Governments all over the world have continued to position and reposition their economic plans with a view to creating a friendly, conducive and enabling environment to facilitate the ease of doing business for industry operators. And Nigeria is not an exception. Neil Toluwalokpe is the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of E-Tranzact International PLC.
E-Tranzact is already a leader in this market. In the next 5 years, we plan to dominate and consolidate in the marketplace. And I see us even expanding beyond our current region. So like you may know, E-Tranzact is part of a group that has other businesses in other regions in Africa driving electronic payment penetration. So over the next 5 years, we expect to see a much bigger company, a more innovative company, a company with more presence across Africa, executing on our Pan-African strategy. There is still a lot of growth you can see in internet penetration. Even though it's growing, I've seen some data that states that over 80 million Nigerians have access to internet. That's just about 40% or 45% of our population. If you look at other leading economies in the world, you have 90%, 85% people have access to the internet. And one of the critical factors that will help the development of e-commerce is access to internet. But there are other ways. One of the channels we deployed over time is the USSD channel on mobile phones, which you can dial a string, *389 *XX, whatever, and you can call a service. You do a transaction, you put in your data, you do a transaction, and you can conclude a transaction. That doesn't require internet. It just requires a mobile phone and airtime on your mobile phone. And we've seen in the business we do today with the banks and partners we support, that is the fastest growing channel today for funds transfer, bill payment, and airtime top-up. So we've been able to solve that issue of internet penetration density. You learn every day on this job. It's technology. It's changing every day. You have to be abreast of all the potential solutions and the potential challenges out there so that you can tweak your products, you can deepen your innovation to ensure that you're able to address the challenges people are facing there. We invest heavily in training here. We do trillions of transactions here. So training is extremely critical. In fact, you are praised on the quality of training you get as an employee. So this is one of the pillars we stand on to ensure that we're able to hire, maintain, and retain the best staff in the industry within our framework here.
Nyoju George is the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of IBIC Holdings.
IBIC started in 2010. I was a young guy. All I wanted was to make something of myself. So I started by going into Bitcoin, that's cryptocurrency trading. We did that for a few years. I did that on my own. We sold recharge cards in Ibadan, and after about 3 years, I decided to move to Lagos, thinking the business was going to boom the way it boomed in Ibadan. Unfortunately, it turned out that Lagos was more about the digital world. So after about a year, I noticed it wasn't working. We had a branch in Yaba. So we stopped selling recharge cards. After a while, we decided, okay, let's go into service. So that's where IBIC came in. All through that time, there was nothing like IBIC. We had no name. We're just running. We're just an enterprise. And we decided to go into other services. One of them, real estate. We have also our farming sector. We have cleaning services. We also render logistics services. In IBIC Properties, one thing that we guarantee people is, generally in Nigeria, we lack a maintenance culture. This goes across all sectors. We lack a maintenance culture. IBIC Properties, we do not lack that. In addition to that, we bring about quality materials. That's our buildings, our facilities, our amenities, the infrastructure as a whole. It's not just about making money. It's not just about building something. It's about building something that would last. Building something that in the next 10 years, they'll still be able to compete in the market. Most of the sellers in the market, they tell us that, oh, people do not want to buy They feel it's too expensive, and it's expensive to ship them in because of the government tariff. So when the government is making things difficult for sellers, eventually it comes to the developers, and the developers would rather go for low quality products and sell at high prices without even caring if it's going to get damaged in maybe 2 or 3 years, because they've sold and that's it. It's none of their business. At IBIC Properties, we do not take things like that for granted. We want to offer excellence at every point, and that is why we're in the business. The most important sector of our business is the real estate sector, which is IBIC Properties. We are currently working on a project. It's called IBIC Court. It's located at Thomas Estate, and hopefully we'll be done with the project at the end of this month. What we have been able to achieve since the start of IBIC Properties has been immense. In terms of staff power, we have increased the number of staff that we have. With the introduction of IBIC Properties, we've been able to employ manpower. We rose from a company of just about 10 people to almost 20 people right now as I speak with you. Talking about IBIC Court, it's a modern day facility. The Nigerian real estate industry is hindered by a lot of things. High land costs, lack of modern facilities. All of these things come together to hinder our growth. But what we're trying to do is we have now found that opportunity, what is lacking, and we are bringing it into play.
Dr. Olayemi Dawodu is the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Cleanalot Laboratories.
Cleanalot Laboratories was established in 2012, and this was as a result of a merger between an indigenous diagnostic laboratory called Clinet-Lancet and Lancet Laboratories of South Africa.
As an expert in sample logistics, Cerba serves over 5,000 laboratories in France and around the world, as well as many large companies that pay special attention to their employees. Every year, Cerba develops new tests with partners. In France, Cerba is the national laboratory for colorectal cancer screening, and in Europe, Cerba is the reference laboratory in esoteric clinical pathology.
Luxury is a place of comfort, enjoyment, and indeed experiential. Unique Motors, state-of-the-art automobiles that provide elegant and friendly experience. In fact, the field disrupts your idea of luxury. Unique Motors, an automobile enterprise that offers a large selection of ultra-modern automobiles, a showcase of top quality and magnificent cars of different models for various categories of clients, as well as customized cars tailored for your tastes. Our auto shop outlets are fully equipped to take care of your car repairs and maintenance. Unique Motors, come and experience world-class moments that make you live the life of your dreams. Come over and let us pamper you. Kilometer 1718, Abule Egba Junction, Abule Egba, Lagos. Telephone 080-5578-8742. Unique Motors, luxury on wheels. Mapleleaf Press Limited, winners of Africa's best quality exercise books. We have transformed the foundation of knowledge using a wide range of premium and affordable exercise books with colorful cover designs and educational write-ups that resonate with every child's growth. With the state-of-art facilities in our packaging line, we believe it's not just about our exercise books, rather, it's about the learning experience for success. Mapleleaf Press Limited, growing together. Oluwatosi Okpajobi is the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Chappell Homes and Properties Limited.
Chappell Homes and Properties is a property industry firm, a company that into the provision of affordable houses, management of estates. Then we have lands across Nigeria that we also manage, and we have for our clients at affordable prices. In the past, we have project, we have estate in Shimawa. We have estate at Shogutedo, and we have at Ibejuleki. We have at Hagbeno Ojere. That one at Hagbeno Ojere is for hostels. You know, in property business, it's in two ways, either for personal acquisition or probably for business. For those people that think they want to invest into business, Hagbeno Ojere is the best one they can get into. His hostel is a unit. You get it, then you can start selling. You can give it as rent or probably selling a unit to individual that also want to invest. It's a win-win strategy. You buy, you invest. So then we also have at Ibeshe, very close to Dangote Cement for people that are around that place. So those are the past estates and past products we have. But presently, you know, we are in the Easter period, and at Chappell Homes and Property, we encourage our clients, either now or future, you have one. But for those people that are ready to invest now, there is one we are doing across Shongotedo. We have at Shimawa and Ikorodu. We are going to have our promo, Easter promo. Then at that, anyone that is making at least 50% payment, we have a trip to Dubai. Anyone that is making, for that one at Ikorodu, anyone that is making like 50%, we also have a kind of a family trip to Obudukatruesh at Calabar. Then for those people that think of, I don't want to go to Ikorodu, I don't want to go to Shongotedo, but I would rather prefer to stay at Shimawa. That one is even, we have that one in two segments. For the people that want it in carcass, they can just pay a little money. Once they can pay the 50%, then we'll just give them a family picnic too at anywhere they desire. And I think those products are very, very, very flexible in terms of payment, in terms of them, even accessibility, proximity to the veil site is considerable.
Vishwanathan Prasad is the managing director of Mapleleaf Press Limited.
Mapleleaf, you know, it's a Canada. In Canada, we call there is a maple leaf. It has a unique. The picture is very nice when we look at it. So the name came from that. It's a Canadian name. Mapleleaf started in 2009 precisely. We started the exercise books business. Started with a small one machine, and grown up. Now we are almost number 2 in the market, with almost products visible across Nigeria. We also have exercise books selling to outside Nigeria, both in Cotonou as well as to Ghana. We have done some exports last year. To start with last year, and it was a good initiative from our side to start the business on an export also. We have got into a situation now that we also command a very strong position in printing and packaging industries. We serve almost all the big corporates for the packaging needs of their products. Today, the way we do business is different than others. We have a professionalism in the way that we do business. We always give priorities to the customer satisfaction as well as making sure that the quality of the product is the best in the country. Yes, 2014 to 2015-16 was a stability period, but 2018 we invested another machine. Today we are almost number 2 or number 3 in the packaging business as well. So that's the stage we are in right now. Exercise books in the market is more a commodity right now. It's no more a brand per se, because a lot of companies have started doing it, and you know, being Nigeria, and price plays a very critical factor in deciding a product. So you need to keep your pricing to the lowest level and also achieve the quality. That's where the challenge is. The exercise books which we produce as of today meets all the standards. We have a MANCAP certificate for all our products. All the products which we produce has a MANCAP certificate. We do have an inspection on a regular basis. When they do, they inspect and they go ahead. The exercise books cover paper which we have, all the cover papers are unique in terms of giving the current business or current reality into the business. So all my cover papers gives a new look to the exercise books. That's the USP of exercise books which we produce. Apart from that, we have a very strong distribution network, and the distributors are a family of Mapleleaf. So that's again a USP which we carry along with us. So they also are part of our business success.
NMPC Shagamu, the mega station in Shagamu, we also handle the building services there.
We have loads and loads of events that you participate as a Made in Nigeria producer.
And that's a nice place to call it a wrap on today's package of the Eom Business Network. Thank you very much for having been a part of it. We do not take it for granted. We only hope it was worth your while. But just in case you missed out on any aspect of it, then you can come with us to eomcoms.com and any of our other social portals, as you can see on the screen. Our sincere gratitude to you, our sponsors, for your continued interest and support. Always remember, with you and us, we are champs. Oh yes, I remain Olorogo Elkanah Moare. Please, let's do this again. Same time, same channel next week. We'll see you then.